Hello, I'm Congressman Bill Foster. It is my honor to represent the 11th Congressional District of Illinois in the U.S. House of Representatives. And it is my honor to join with Senator Durbin and Senator Duckworth to send a message of thanks on behalf of our community to all of the healthcare workers that work in our district or call it home. As I record this message, the very first doses of COVID-19 vaccines are being given to frontline healthcare heroes in Illinois and across our country. It's an incredible achievement by scientists and medical researchers that has finally given us a weapon that can crush this virus. But this good news does not lessen the pain or the grief of the past 9 months, or minimize the immense burden that those of you who serve our communities as healthcare workers have lived with since the beginning of this pandemic. Your selfless dedication to your fellow citizens is inspiring to all of us, and it has saved countless lives. Whether you work at a hospital in Naperville, a community health center in Aurora, or a testing site in Joliet, you've shown us all what it means to put others first. And I couldn't think of a better example of what the holiday season represents. It is impossible to repay you for the sacrifices that you've made this year, but we can offer our gratitude. While this year's holiday season will look different for all of us, I hope that you're able to find some rest and be able to spend some time with your loved ones, even if it's virtually. As your representative in Congress, I will always fight for policies that support you and the irreplaceable work that you do every day. On behalf of a grateful community, thank you and happy holidays.
Hi, everybody. Happy holidays to anyone who is celebrating, even if it is unusual this year. I wish we could all be together again. I wanted to reach out to all of you to let you know that I see you, I hear you, and I am so thankful for each and every one of you. This pandemic has affected our nation in so many ways, but for those of you who are on the front lines, the toil that COVID-19 has taken is immeasurable. You know all too well what is at stake, and you carry the losses of so many. You've seen firsthand the pain of those patients who died alone without their families by their bedside. You know the suffering of those who beat the virus but who are still afflicted by post-acute COVID syndrome, the so-called long haulers. And yet the virus rages on and you continue your life-saving work day in, day out. Even after all this time, we continue to struggle with getting enough PPE, enough testing, and enough staff to keep going. But our essential workers continue to be there for us. You are there for us. You embody what it means to serve this nation. So to all the doctors and nurses, technicians, and supportive staff risking their lives to save the lives of strangers, to the cashiers at the market helping our families stay fed while trying to stay afloat themselves, to the janitors cleaning up the hospitals and nursing homes, and to the drivers delivering food and medicine to people in their communities. Thank you. You are all my heroes, and we are all forever in your debt. And we need to do our part too to help you, to help everyone weather these next few months. Our gratitude is not enough. We can't let ourselves fall into the trap of being generous and offering praise back in the spring, yet be stingy when it comes to providing real support now in the fall and the winter. As the virus continues to spread, wreaking havoc on lives and communities, we must and can do better. Truly honoring the sacrifices being made by our essential workers requires action. And I want you to know that I'm fighting alongside of you. Every hour of every day, I'm going to keep doing my part to help keep my family and your family and everyone safe. So I just want to say thank you for everything that you do, for being so selfless, even in the face of such adversity and difficulty, for being a light amidst all of this darkness. Happy holidays, stay safe, and let's hope for a much better 2021. Take care.
I want to wish a happy, healthy holiday season to all of our healthcare heroes, the medical researchers, and all of the essential workers who've worked so hard and sacrificed so much this year to protect us. You may have seen a photo that went viral over Thanksgiving weekend. It showed a doctor in Houston hugging an elderly man who was a patient on that doctor's COVID ICU ward. The man was frightened. He wanted to be with his wife. For many people, it was their first look inside a COVID ICU ward, the first glimpse of the heartbreaking, cruel reality of this virus. But not for you. We have healthcare heroes in every hospital and community health center in our state, in doctors' offices, COVID testing centers, and medical research labs. Even if we don't see you, we value your service. We know the sacrifice that you're making and the people that you love are also making and continuing to make to keep us healthy and safe. This has been an unrelenting, draining, scary time for many, many months. But your resilience and commitment to others has been a beacon of light during this crisis. I want to say thank you, as well to the ambulance drivers and EMTs, to the men and women who clean up the medical facilities to make sure they're always safe. And thank you also to the essential workers, the bus drivers, grocery workers, delivery persons, and all of those who've worked so hard through this pandemic. We couldn't do it without you, and we appreciate what you've done. Soon, there will be vaccines, and in the not-too-distant future, we'll be able to gather again, hug our loved ones safely. But we will never forget how you sacrificed for us in the year 2020 and beyond, how you worked past exhaustion so many times. 100 years from now, when people tell the story of this pandemic, you're going to be the heroes of the story, and that's exactly the way it should be. Happy holidays, and thanks again.